Hi everyone. Welcome to Thailand. Many of you guys, I'm sure, travel from far places. So I am Tarun Sikder. I'm a content writer and marketer, and my topic is going to be writing for your audience, learning the art of user intent content. There are many businesses nowadays. I've been researching for a few days, few months, few years, that businesses are struggling to create user intent content. And that is how my idea came of, maintaining, letting the user know how you can generate better user intent content for your business. So this is going to be my talking points. The session might sound a little robotic right now because there's not enough time for me to explain everything. But I'll try to do everything. After the session, you can fire out your questions to me. Okay, the first thing is about knowing your audience. How you can know your audience. I mean, while you are writing your content for your user, you got to know your audience first. And the most important thing of knowing your audience first is to write one reader in mind. Like if you have your audience is a class 5 years old or home-stayed mom, then you have to make that mindset, write that content based on that. So the next thing is the fixed income investment is one word. Like you can let your user know. But if your audience is a different base of audience, this fixed income investment might be a difficult sentence to swallow for them. So instead, you can write, instead of fixed income investment, you can write for your user base bonds. That will be much easier for them to follow. Also similar to that, equities, this might be a bit difficult for them to swallow. You can change it to stocks and shares. This will be much more easier to follow. Also, the capital, you can change it to your original investment. The next thing is figuring out what most of your readers want to know, and this is how you can do. Like if you check out this announcement. This announcement is for a student of a university, and this is how the announcement goes. The Dean of Bangkok University announced that today the faculty of the university will travel to Icon Siam Friday for a colloquium to teach new methods of mathematics. Dr. Thai Wang Lee, the famous mathematician, and 2 other members from the same group will speak at the event. Now, this is the announcement for student. Now, if you don't know your audience, is it the right way to convey your message to them? I don't think so. So this is the same message in a different way, in a concise way. But what the message matters is that it's for the student. So you shouldn't write your message like this. You should simply say there will be no class on Friday. This is the more important thing they need to read, need to know. So everything that's what they needed to know. And all you were saying is all those things for the faculty members and other stuff. So that's very not important for the readers. So since it was for the student, so you can just simply say there will be no class on Friday. As simple as that. Next, so what do we do before starting a content? Start writing. You can ask 3 questions. You can ask, who is my reader? What do I want them to do? And why should they do it? So when you write about business, when we write about a product or something, we write about features and benefits. Sometimes we get confused, mix features with benefits. So we shouldn't do that. So this is why, because the features is what define the elements of the product. What it does, how it works, the technical specs. This is not the benefits. The benefits is the result of their using it. So you should structure the content based on that. Performing the so what test. Okay, this is a very interesting test we can perform. As a writer, you got to ask few questions while you're writing content. So if you write this, the new blood pressure medicine that just got launched contains angiotensin 2 receptor blockers. You can just keep it there, and there will be questions of many readers. Oh, why do we care? Why do we need it? Right? So then you can change it to, it helps relax. You can get to the next point, like it helps relax your veins and arteries to lower your blood pressure and make it easier for your heart pump to blood. So okay, so many of them will find this more relevant to them. But still, there will be people like, oh, why should you care? There will be, then again you can write, angiotensin 2 receptor blockers will lower blood pressure by 15 points after 8 weeks. So this is something, this is more something they will be looking for. They're looking for. Still, there will be people who will say, okay, so it reduces the points by 15 points. So what? Why doesn't it reduce for 20 or 30%, 30 points? So for answering that question, you can simply, it's okay now? Okay. Okay, so this is the last part. Lowering your blood pressure by 15 points will potentially add 10 years to your life. So this is something we all can relate. Every readers can relate, right? So this is how you should structure your features from first sentence to the last sentence. Next is how to keep the attention of your readers. The only way to do is to make the content personally relevant to them. So this is a email from an HR, and a study suggests that we tend to read our email or content in F pattern. So in order to that, if you put your important messages in the middle, they will be very difficult for them to scan and follow. So what we can do is that start with the most important message on each paragraph. So that since they follow the F pattern, so it's important for you to put your important message on each paragraph at the first beginning. So this is how you can answer your email. In the same email, you can place your most important part at the top. Then you can answer subsequently. Okay, this is how we should follow the inverted pyramid format. The most important part at the beginning, top, then the less important, then the least one. Okay, this is one of the real life example of failed copywriting. Like it was done by Network Rail. So they have given a note like useful information for the passengers. It says King Cross Station are committed to assisting passengers with reduced mobility. Now, the most important thing they missed out is that this is not the message they want the passengers to know. The passenger need to know the lower part, the small. If you require any assistance, please speak to a member of staff or go to the customer email. This part should have been highlighted in the font. That this thing is less important. Another fail example, like today is the day we take the stairs. This is from a health organization who was promoting, to write or to let the user know, let the people know what they can do. This is also a failed copywriting example. Like there are people you have already neglected one of the section of the people, like the people who are already in wheelchairs. They can't really use the stairs. So they have totally neglected one section of the group while writing. They didn't even think about those people while writing these copies. Okay, so the next thing is writing less by saying more. There are 3 reasons to write less, because there are nowadays the attention span is very low. So the readers are really busy. Also, the diversity and inclusion is there. Honesty you need. Also, you need to when you structure your content, when you finish your content, when you get to the editor mode, you need to cut down 20% of your content from the base. Avoid redundant words. Like example, we are a worldwide global company. Worldwide and global is same. So you should not use the same word in the same sentence. Avoid flabby phrases. At this moment in time, you can simply write now. So it's the best writers edit their content with a knife, not a pen. So it's what I follow. It's very difficult for me to edit my content because I make a lot of research, hours of research, and after that I start a content. But when I get to the editing mode, it really gets difficult for me to edit it. But I have to edit the content for the betterment of it. So how to get your message across to the widest audience possible? Just be simplistic as possible without using jargon and less complex word. This is one of the example for it. Like one part is with jargon and complexity. The same thing written in a simple manner. You guys can follow. Next, another example is that the defendant, having taken an oath to testify truthfully in a proceeding before a grand jury of the United States, knowingly made a false material declaration. So this is another example where they have used flabby phrases like long, complex words and stuff. You can simply change this by saying the defendant lied in the court. You can say it in one small sentence. How should you explain to convey your message? Okay, don't try to act too clever. Your audience is, don't think you are the smartest person. Your audience is even smarter nowadays. Avoid using jargon. Be confident and clear about what you are going to write. If you can't explain your idea to a 6-year-old, you don't understand yourself. That's what Einstein said. So you've got to make sure that your content is as simplistic as possible. Even a 6-year-old can understand it and follow. Art of crafting sentences that sing. This is especially important for professional writers and as well as technical writers. Okay. So what is the number one habit that turning your readers off? It is this a long sentence like this, which is very difficult to follow. Instead of that, instead of writing in one sentence like this, para like this, you can simply break down into small pieces, make it simpler. So 24 word is your upper limit. You can use long sentences when your readers like if you have if you have written 12 or 15 word sentence, after 2-3 paragraph, you can, once the reader is a little rested, you can write a long sentence of more than 24 words. As you know, no one will ever complain that something is too easy to read. One more thing, how to incorporate stories into your business writing. I'll be quickly finishing it. It's almost there. In order to incorporate your stories into your business writing, you got to follow these 5 steps. Show, don't tell. Tickle your reader's mind. Use verbs, not noun. Bring your data to life. Also use metaphor as much as possible in your content. So this is how we can structure your story. Once upon a time, there was the island of little people. Every day, they saw their living standards go down. One day, someone asked them to overthrow the government. Because of that, they were given a voice, and they used their voice to say no, until finally, they were free. This is how we can structure a story. This is the topic reference. I think the last part is my motivation drive. I'm almost to the end of my session. Actually, I've had people, coming to me after 2 years of writing a content. they have reached out to me and they have said, yes, my content has helped me solve a problem. That is what gives me immense pleasure, to write even more, write even better, research for them. That is what I have been following, I have been taking as inspiration for myself and for my motivation. So I'm almost done. Thank you very much. I think if you have any question, just let me know, because there is no time for question and answer. But you can stay connected if you have any ideas to share, or you just want to simply stay connected with me. You can let me know. And also, if you have question related to my question or feedback related to my session, just let me know. Thank you.